Okay, so I'm going to teach you some pointers about how to build a file for 3D printing. So there's an easy way you can just find 3D objects online. You can go to a site called Thingiverse, which I like to call Thingiverse, but I've been corrected, it's Thingiverse. And you can find lots of objects to print that have somebody else has designed. However, if you would like to design and print your own objects, you can build them, and you can do that using a couple of different software platforms. The ones I would suggest are Onshape or SolidWorks. SolidWorks only works on a PC. Onshape works on both PCs and Macs. I'll write those down for you. So SolidWorks or Onshape. And I believe Onshape is free for students, and SolidWorks you can get a subscription for $100 a year if you're a student. So I'm going to show you how to make a couple of artifacts. Hold on, I need to erase. Okay, so if you want to design a ring, let's say, the first thing you're going to do is draw a circle. And you're going to make sure that that circle has closed geometry, that it's not something like this. It's actually closed geometry, which if you're using a platform like Onshape or SolidWorks will work fine. And then you're going to want to offset that circle. Well, you might want to dimension that circle. Let's say you want that to be 0.75 inches. You would tell it that's how big you want it. That's a pretty big ring, but we're going with it. And then you would maybe decide to create another interior circle, not a very circular circle, and then you would offset it, and you'd say, hey, offset that by, I don't know, 0.125 inches. And then you would have two closed geometries, and you'd be able to do what's called extruded. Extruding it looks like this. So now you have, we're gonna look at it from the side. You have that, just looked at from the side, and if you want to extrude it, you're gonna add depth to it. Whoop. And all of a sudden you've gone from a 2D object to a 3D object. And if you want to get fancy, you can fillet the edges. That's what they call rounding the edges. You can make those profiles a little bit rounded. And you can decide how high do you want that extrusion to be. Maybe you want it to be a 1/4 inch high. You would tell it how high you want that extrusion, add your little fillets, and then you would need to export your file. So the file type that 3D printers use, sort of the PDF of 3D printing, is called an STL file. It stands for stereolithography. Just think of it as the PDF of 3D printing. So any file you find on Thingiverse or that you create yourself, whether in SolidWorks or AutoCAD or Onshape, you're going to want to just export the file as an STL.